and you know you want to play it.
Of course. Okay, that looks better. Let me make sure. Let me put this on. Okay, that's looking much better. Okay, get some water. Quick second here. Yo, true gamers, what's going on? Welcome back, Richard T. I'm glad you didn't leave me. Stream looks much better now. I don't know. I just restarted the software. I don't know what was going on with it. But we're going to jump right on in here. Actually, let me finish up this real quick. Just auto fight that. You mad? What is going on? True Gamer says, not much, just me not doing arena as usual. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Ah, True Gamer was promoted to officer in his alliance and is the leader of your BG. Yeah, I've been there. I'm enjoying the break. Being a officer was very taxing on me. It's great when everybody is doing what they're supposed to do and everything is running nice and smooth, but when you got to babysit, which I had to do much too often. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, I finished off. Alright, so with that, I've actually finished off.
Thanks for stopping by, Doc Ford.
Yeah, Doc 4, definitely. Thanks for stopping by and dropping that like. But yeah, I just finished all of the monthly. Show you guys. So I have beginner completed. I've got normal completed, and that will get me the points in Marvel Insider. And I have heroic, master, and uncollected all done. So what that means now is when I max out on energy, the only place I can use it really that I want to use it anyway, I can either 100% normal just because, or I can start on the variant quest. So we'll see what I'm in the mood for. I have not touched it at all. And as far as arena goes, show you guys here. I've gotten started on the 4-star basic and the 4-star featured, and I have gotten all the milestones in the 5-star featured. So the only thing that I'll be doing in the hold on for a minute, guys. Sorry about that. The only thing that I'll be doing in the 5-star featured is anytime my 6 stars are up, I'll just be rotating them. So I'll have like 2 more times to do that, and that should give me more than enough points to get the 2,000. But I just like to do that anyway. So all we're going to be doing right now is starting in here. I stopped at the win streak 5 so that I can now start going through my 5 stars. But before I get stuck in, let me read a few more. UMAD says, I just finished Champion. Awesome, awesome. With only one character because my friend sold my people. Ouch. Don't you mean your ex-friend sold your people?
I know, right?
Let's see. Killmonger, True Gamers is a boss killer. All right. True Gamers says so. I'm assigning paths in AW because, in my opinion, we need that. Oh yeah, I'm very organized when it comes to that sort of thing. So I not only assign paths, but I also assigned defense nodes because I wasn't trying to have people just go in there, put their champions wherever they wanted, and then let me go through and change it all. Once we had our defense the way that we liked it, everybody put where, put your champion here, 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 and here. I had all of that listed out. So, and I got really testy if somebody was like, well, I was gonna put my guy here, but somebody already put theirs there. My only question was who, and then I would go to them and I wouldn't change it, even though I could. I would go to them and I say, put your champion where it's supposed to be, because that will reinforce to them. Because if they're gonna do that, it could be a mistake or whatever. But if that's what they're gonna do, okay, well, I'm gonna go into teaching mode, and I want them to be reinforced. Not only will I tell them, show them, they'll read it, but they'll also back it up by behavior, and so they'll practice it. And so rather than take it and put it where it's supposed to be and fix it for them, I made them fix it themselves. You move yours, and I told everyone, if somebody has your spot, if it's taken, don't place anything then. Just let me know, or let them know, hey, you have your guy in my spot. Where is he supposed to go? And have them move it. Worked out pretty well. All right. Vladimir Ace this. Oh, say da da da. Did you send your attacking champs to me yet? Sorry, Shadow. Oh, okay. You're talking Alliance. Okay. You mad? I meant I finished Master. Oh, Master. And yeah, my ex-friend. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. None of my friends would do that because they know. Then again, I don't trust anybody with my login information, and haven't. Period. See my sister here? She don't got my login information.
Nope. Don't want it neither. That way, if anything goes wrong, I am never to blame.
There you go. No, sir. Oh, and he stole your. Oh, no, no, no. He used your finger. Okay, there's something weird going on there.
Don't wanna know. Don't wanna know. Don't wanna know.
I'm not gonna ask what he was doing with your finger. Nope, not me. Don't want to know. All right, so we gonna jump right on into this arena here. Go through my 5 stars, and oh, and I got some good news today. I got my first payment from YouTube for all of this stuff, and I've already looked up that Blue Yeti microphone, and it's all I could do not to run down to Fry's and get it. In fact,
And how would you get there?
if you would let me finish,
Hmm.
the only reason that I don't go down there right now to Fry's and get it is because when I looked up the directions, they could get me 17 minutes. That's as close as they can get me on public transportation. So I would have to walk 17 minutes to get to Fry's, and then 17 minutes to get back to Marta. And I said, you know what? I'll just order that on Amazon. And I also was going to wait for Black Friday deals to kick in to see if I could get any good deals, or Cyber Monday. But as my sister told me, and I noticed also, they've already started. So I don't know, but I want that Blue Yeti. But I will. I'll have it by next week. I'll tell you that. I could even order it Walmart, which is where I got my iPad. Now that's something that I could do. I could go right down to Walmart. They have it for the same price as Fry's does. Um, and I believe, yeah, I don't think they had it in stock, so I could order it now. And then when they shipped it, it would be like this week, maybe Friday, and I could go down there.
Yep.
Very, very tempting. Let me tell you. All right, so as you can see, I'm working my way from the bottom. I do have a few people that I like to always fight together with. But since all of my champions are rank 2 now, I don't have to worry about death matches anymore. So one thing that I do have to just kind of be careful of is if I go with somebody, like say I went with my rank 5 Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and then I chose one of my rank 2s that has a low PI, and maybe chose 2 of them. Well, I will get a fight that's not a death match, but the average PI is going to be high because of that. So my Starky will have an easy time, but the rank 2s may have a little bit of a challenge. He unlocked your phone with his thumb. I mean, he unlocked your phone with your thumb. This is getting weirder and weirder. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm still... Were you asleep? I said I wasn't going to ask. Were you asleep when this happened? Because... I'm sorry. Ain't no way. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense then. So that's when I wake up and hit him with a large stick.
Oh, Shadow. So wait, I wasn't gonna ask, but
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask because I was afraid of the answer. He may have had something going on. I ain't know. True Gamers says, how much did you get? Oh, and I used the Blue Yeti mic, and I love it. Yeah, it's on the top of the reviews of most of the reviews that I went to for standalone USB type mics. Computer, just do a Google for computer mic review, and if it's not the top, it's usually close. You know, it'll be like in their top 10, and they'll talk about it, and they'll say, well, this is our favorite, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? You know what? Let's do these. I don't normally use these on Win Streak 7, but whatever. Shouldn't be too bad. You took all the money out of his wallet. Okay. Jeremiah, what's up?
oh, he missed you.
And we missed you. Where you been? And as far as the money that I got, I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I didn't bother reading. But keep in mind that what I got paid is how much I've made from ad revenue, as well as the super chats that I've recently got over the course of the last almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years next month. that I've been making content. And keep in mind that I didn't make any ad revenue for quite a bit of it. At first, you had to reach a certain amount of subscribers, and I reached that. Then they changed it to 1,000, so I wasn't making anything till I got to 1,000. But it's under $200 that I got. But it's enough for me to get a Blue Yeti microphone, pay my tithe, gotta pay my tithe, and possibly get the AirPlay air server that I was talking about. May have enough for that software, but the software is going to be the last on the list. The mic is priority one. Gonna get that. Tithe is definitely second. And whatever is left over, if I have enough for the software, I'll get it. If not, I'll save it and get it when I can. Because the software is actually not that expensive, and if I were to have someone that I knew that had a educational email, you can get it for like 12 bucks. I know I said, look at that 1% thing. I said that it costs 40, but 40 is the business license for that software. The regular price of it is 20 bucks, and the educational discount for it is 12 bucks. All right, now let's be a little bit careful here. We're already at win streak 8, and I'm trying to save my really powerful guys for 10, 11, and 12. So right now, I'll choose a few people that I think should be okay for win streak 8. We'll see. And
You
look,
mod said they just updated that you get discount for beating Axe. You just noticed that.
yeah, I heard that. And hold on, I saw somebody. Richard T says, "Come on, son, you're from the boogie down." Oh yeah. So you've got public transportation flowing through your veins. 17 minutes is nothing. Yeah, Richard T. But let me tell you something. The transportation in New York, way better than this transportation out here. I mean, way better. This transportation here is a joke.
They shouldn't even call it transportation.
I know it is. It is ridiculous. I mean, oh man, don't get me started. Because I definitely traveled on the train, could get anywhere I needed to go. And see, in New York, those trains and buses are everywhere. So it would have been a very rare time. In fact, I can't remember a time when I was there that I couldn't get closer than a 5-minute walk
Of
But
course, in New York, everywhere is really a close walk.
exactly,
Once you get to the block, into the block.
and the transportation is very extensive, but not so here. So, yeah, see, Richard T says that even though the transit here and there are worlds apart. Exactly. See, you know. Now, they also are doing something. I don't know if you guys um, realize this. Oh, I'll tell you this in a minute. Because there's a change that I want to talk to you guys about. Uh, but I see Nigel, hey, hey, says, would you consider Iron Man Infinity War a must to be duped or a nice to have asset to his arsenal? That depends. If you're planning on using Iron Man Infinity War on offense, no. If you want to use him on defense, yes, essential. Absolutely essential. If he is not awakened, don't bother putting him on defense. Useless. Alright, let's get this Ghost Rider down. And while I'm getting it down, let me tell you guys, something new just happened. They are redoing the proficiencies, used to be called utilities tree. They're changing your parry. So like right now, in order to get parry, you have to put a point in limber. You guys know that's the way it's been forever. You know, since they started putting masteries, as far as I remember. But they're swapping them. So now you'll be able to get parry without having to put a point in limber. So if you are somebody who doesn't really want to put any points in limber, this is good news because you're going to be able to save a point and use it somewhere else. Alright, Modot. Now this is one time where the passive AI is actually not bad. Because it lets me build up her shock charges more.
Jeremiah wants to know who you're planning on taking to R5 next.
Oh, Blade.
I wonder why you hesitated. I'm like,
Yeah, Blade is my next R5. I'm just trying to concentrate on this Modot. Ha! Got you with that shock. Ooh, and you got me in the face. I was trying to get him, and I just want y'all, I know I say it over and over again, but look at the health Modot goes down to after my shock charges. You already know. I just played around with him so you guys could see that for a little bit. So if anybody tells you it's not a thing, just tell them look at my streams, because I show it and I talk about it almost all the time.
boy, do you talk about it.
And you love it.
Mm.
You can't get
The
enough
time
of
is
it.
2
You
o'clock
love it.
p.m.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we haven't died yet. So you know what that means. It's coming.
Time to die.
It's win streak 9. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to choose Hawkeye, Magic, and Rogue. All of them have power control. Jeremiah says he missed you too.
I know. I said, oh.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. I ain't know.
That's because you don't pay attention. You're too busy complaining about that 1%.
Oh, I'm too busy, you know, fighting. Yeah.
Not well enough if they get down to 1%. Obviously.
So, just so y'all know, if my sister don't come to the stream no more, it'll be because I decided to tell some stories about her, and she done threatened over and over again. And that's why she
And
did.
I'll do it too.
And that's why she's here right now. Cause see, she wanna be asleep, but she can't trust me. Because if she ain't here,
How horrible you were today.
if she ain't here, she gonna worry about me telling some stories about her
How
childhood.
horrible you were today on our family trip.
And right after that, I got a story to tell
You were so
of
horrible.
little baby Stiletto.
How horrible you were on the trip today. I just can't believe it.
So, UMAD says I reset my skill tree last night and put most of the stuff. Hold on. I don't want to get smacked up by this Archangel.
In
See-
attack because he had like half his points in defense and his matches were taking so long.
That ain't gonna help me. Hold on. Come on. Throw that
Good.
special. Throw that special.
What
There
kind
we
of
go.
person can't do anything with their mind while they fight?
I can do plenty of things with my mind.
You couldn't walk through a grocery store.
I sure could. Didn't want to though.
Hmm.
And it wasn't just a grocery store. It was a farmer's market before Thanksgiving, where tons of people
It was the farmers market is always like that.
pack to pack. I've been there before, so I know that's not true. Pack to pack,
Oh,
elbows. I stood still for a second. Couldn't stand still for more than 2 seconds without somebody going, "Excuse me, excuse me." I'm like, you know what? I can wait outside.
even the bus driver warned us before we went there
Exactly. We were already on the bus
that it was
then.
going to be crowded, and you went in there and were trying to play a game while walking in a crowded place.
And what does that have to do with anything?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it
And
was hilarious that your mother pulled off an amazing acrobatic feat when you tried to grab some cheese.
yes, my mom is very thrifty, to put it lightly. And I didn't really need to go with them, but certain people that I will not mention any names wanted me to go anyway for a trip, family, that sort of a thing.
Okay,
Hold on, I ain't done talking.
first of all,
So I'm like, all right, look, I guess I will go because I know she ain't gonna help my mom no how. My mom needs help.
oh,
She gonna be doing her own thing anyway.
second of all,
And then they try to entice me and they say, okay, well, you can get some cheese because we're gonna make, my mom's gonna make macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving, right? But we need to get some cheese. And I'm like, look, I can go right here. I can walk to Walmart and get some cheese. I don't need to go to the farmer's market. But since certain people who I ain't gonna mention their names
third
really,
of all,
really wanted me to go, I
no, no,
said,
no,
all right, fine,
no, no, no.
fine, I will go.
Third
Don't
of all,
don't make me get the history of my line messages.
okay, see, that was like a day after you had already
Yeah, y'all hear her,
said
right?
that you wanted to go.
Y'all hear
And
her,
I was
right?
like, okay, so you're going, right? Because I'd already told your mother, and she was all excited about you going, the favorite
Yeah.
boy child going. Oh, he can't walk all the way to Walmart on his small, tiny feet. Oh, poor baby.
I just want y'all to hear all of this because I have the history of the line message. She trying to explain it away, but I have the history. Ain't no denying it. Which is why I like line messenger or any kind of written communication.
So, the night before the line messenger, he says to me, okay, so I'm going with you guys. And I go, oh, I didn't know you were going. And then,
So shall we tell the whole story? Shall we tell
and then,
why
the
I
next day,
started saying I wasn't going?
and then the next day, over a foolish phone call, which
Oh, a foolish
might
phone call.
add was his own fault because he should have recognized my voice.
Oh, yes. Please.
Then he started trying to back out after we were already making arrangements
I want
to
y'all.
be picked up and going places, and we needed to know how many people were going. And my mother was all excited that my brother was coming shopping with us.
Hear this? My mother was excited. My mom. That's the reason. I have the line messages. I'll just tell y'all that. Keith, win it.
Hey, Keith.
Since my
Shadows be
sister
mean to me.
since my sister is dancing all around it, let me tell you what she did.
It was
All right.
hilarious.
See, she finds it funny when she does stuff, but when I do stuff that I find hilarious, then she
That's
want
because
to
you got
pout.
a sense of humor.
Yeah, Anyway, so I got a new cell phone. Just one of the free government phones. My other one was acting up, so I went and I got a new one, and so I need to get it activated. So I called up. It's Assurance Wireless. So I called them up, and we were walking over because I tried to do it online, and it wouldn't let me. It was like, oh, you have to call in for this one. So I called in, and we're setting up the activation, and she's like, okay, and we need to test to make sure that you can connect to your tower, right? And so they're like, so make a test call, and I'll wait. Well, the main phone that I have is old, and the rechargeable battery no longer charges for very long. So it died on me. But I called, of course, my mom. And I'm trying to figure out what's up with this phone. I'm pretty sure the battery is down. And I get somebody answering the phone, and it's not my mom. Now, I want y'all to understand something else. I'm not expecting to hear my sister picking up that phone because my sister should be in her room asleep at this time. So even when my sister is awake, she very rarely goes upstairs to see my mom and to hang up there. So, you know, just the fact that she is even up there is something. But you know what? She answers the phone. It's almost over, Keith. She answers the phone, and I'm just like, hello? You know, because I'm
It's
hearing
just the
somebody that's.
beginning piece, because
No,
this
it's
is
not the
the
beginning.
beginning.
She just wants you not to hear it. And so I said, okay. I said, hello? And she's like, yeah, hello. And I was like, okay, well, I guess the phone works. And I hear somebody say, huh, I guess it does. And then hangs up. And I'm like, what in the world? And so I called back, but it hadn't quite activated, so it was having problems connecting to the tower still. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I must have dialed the wrong number, which has happened, especially when I have a new phone. I just, maybe fat finger one of the digits because I don't have my contacts or anything in there. And I call back, and she answers it again and does the same kind of thing, but she doesn't hang up this time. And I'm just like, did I call the wrong number? Because I don't recognize her voice on the phone. I don't talk to her on the phone. And I'm just like,
And whose
okay,
fault is that?
yeah, huh. And so I start to hang up, and she's like, wait, hold on. And that's when I realized who it was. So yeah, that's her sense of humor, Keith. Keith has a question for you. Keith wants to know
Huh?
if you have
What?
seen The View.
What? Huh?
Did you see The View
Huh?
the other day?
Oh, I don't watch them gossiping ladies.
Yeah, my sister is more into death and destruction. Ooh.
And because of that, he kept saying, I know, Keith, right? And because of that, he kept saying, oh, I don't want to go to the farmer's market. Oh, I don't want to go. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go to the farmer's market. No, I'm not going to go.
Hey, Meister, what's going on? Just some brother and sister stuff. Okay, let's see if I can get this Punisher down with my blade.
And then he was surprised that there were actually people shopping in a market before Thanksgiving.
Don't lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't lie.
You could have gone outside, Nobody made you stay inside the place.
Actually, they did.
Who made you stay inside the place?
See? You wouldn't know because you weren't there. But
I was looking for daikon radish.
right. Well, I was there with our mother helping her shop. And she said she needs my help. She can't read some of the labels, so I was actually going through there
You refused to even get the sweet potatoes.
and helped her get her seasonings because she couldn't read it. So, yeah.
You wouldn't even get the sweet potato.
Mm-hmm. I have not seen any yet, Keith. I know the content creators have videos on Aegon, and I believe it's going to be coming out tomorrow. That's when all of the content on him will come out. All right, I think I set this up very nicely. Yes. So as you can see, we're already into the 13th win streak, and we still have relatively easy matches. We've got a Magic who's not even awakened. We've got a Gwenpool not awakened. And we have a Medusa who my Corvus is going to eat up. Keith says content is out today. I've heard. I have. I don't know if I'm going to stream the new content. I'll probably... I don't know. Is it out already? Because as soon as I finish, I'll probably go to Seaton and see if he's streaming the content, because I know he does this full time. So may as well. Wow, that didn't drain a lot of her power at all. Wow.
Keith, when it said no, he means videos on Aegon are out.
Oh, it's out today. I thought it was Thursday.
And Derek Loftus says he's working on Act 3 in Variant.
Okay. Yeah, I know he was going through that. But I heard that there's some kind of a celebrity challenge or something like that that's supposed to come out today. That's what I thought Keith was talking about.
I know they put out the backstory on him today.
Yeah. One of the bots had something to say about it.
Yeah. Okay. And his mighty belt.
Yeah. Let him do that phantom arm.
When I see people say, I think of phantom limb.
Exactly. Well, Kabam has a sense of humor now. They definitely have a sense of humor.
Do you even know who I'm talking about?
Who? What? Oh, doggone it. Yeah, he's distracted. Okay. There we go. But no, I don't.
From the Venture Brothers.
Oh, Lord.
Keith Winnett says the challenge comes out next Wednesday, I think.
Okay, it's next Wednesday. I thought it was this Wednesday. As in today.
And Scott Fiend says, would you R5 Domino, SS, or wait for Void, Blade, or Medusa?
All good options. That's hard to say, honestly. And I say that because it's going to depend on your roster. My favorite is Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, okay? But what are you planning on doing with your rank 5? Have you already completed Labyrinth of Legends 100%? And are you planning on doing that? If you are planning on doing that, then Domino or Spider-Man Stark Enhanced would be who I would recommend. Blade also can do it as well. But personally, I would go with a Domino or a Spider-Man Stark Enhanced for 100% Labyrinth. And I would lean towards Starky, simply because I like him a whole lot more, and he's, in my opinion, useful everywhere. I use him all the time. I used him to 100% Labyrinth. I use him in questing when I can. And I use him on my Alliance War attack team. And I use him in Alliance War questing. I mean, Alliance Quest.
Scott says I need to complete LOL first time.
Okay. Yeah, any champion. Oh, no, you don't. You ain't doing that to me again.
You didn't like it the first time?
Now he's... come on. Come on. Throw it. Throw it. Really, yeah. I knew it. I have to lose at least one time. And the computer is going to do that. And I figured it would be Quake who would lose. You'll notice that he stopped throwing specials. And she doesn't have any way to stop his power gain. So I kind of figured that. I usually try to choose one person that's going to be sort of the throwaway on the way up. And once we hit 15, then it's not really a problem. But almost every time, it's very rare. Okay, if I don't stop talking. Yeah, all right. It's very rare that I don't die at all any round going up to the infinite streak. And she only threw her special because she knew that she had no other choice. She was about to die. But yeah, Scott, if you're doing it for the first time, honestly, any of those guys, except for Void, I would not do Void for Labyrinth of Legends. But any of the other ones can do that initial easy path pretty well.
He said his only options right now are SS or Domino, and both are R4 unduped.
Oh, they're both unduped. Actually, both of them are good. I don't know about ranking somebody up to 5 unawakened. If prestige is not a concern for you. Alright, let's see. Can we get her to throw her special too? Oh yeah, now she got me in the corner. Yeah, how do you like it? But personally, on a personal note, I would do Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. He is my favorite. To me, he is more flexible and versatile. Way more useful to me in more areas of the game. Domino is a beast now. She is definitely rank 5 worthy. But I would choose Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. And he is, in fact, my first rank 5. That's who I ranked up to 5 right after I did Act 5. 100%. I went ahead and ranked my Starky up. And I used him in Labyrinth of Legends. And once I got done with all of that, then I took Corvus up to rank 5 and used a generic gem on him because I didn't want to have any rank 5 that wasn't awakened. He does not need to be awakened. But the prestige he has more prestige than Starky by any means. And if I had gotten Void, I would have ranked Void up to 5 as my third rank 5. But I didn't. But I did get Blade. And so Blade, who has a very high prestige, will be my next rank 5. Tartan says, worth upgrading 5-star Quake to rank 3. Pretty sure she doesn't need to be awakened, although I have an awakening gem. No, she does not need to be awakened, and she's definitely worth rank 3. Some would say rank 4. Scott says, is Starky worth a generic? In my opinion, because I love him so much, yes. As a 4-star, I used a generic on him. I got him in one of the crystals when I used to buy those crystals. As a 5-star, I don't know. He gains a lot from being awakened, but he actually does not need to be awakened. You can do Labyrinth of Legends with an unawakened Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. So, I don't know if I would use a generic on him. Honestly. He gets a lot more damage and all that good stuff, but I probably would hesitate to use an awakening gem, a generic awakening gem on him. And his prestige is not that high, so it's not like you're going to use a generic just to get that prestige up.
Amel says, Lord, what's up?
Hey, Amel, what is going on? I got an email, Amel, that told me you clicked that link to the tool that I posted in one of my comments, and I changed the link. So go back there and click on the right link, because the link that I sent was a link to my copy of it. And so when you tried to make a copy of my copy, it sent me an email saying Emil is seeking permission to make a copy of this document. And I was like, oh, I sent the wrong link. So I fixed that. So if you want the link to that tool, I have the right one up there now.
And Scott wanted to know, what synergy team did you use with SS and LOL?
Ooh. Vulture, Miles Morales, who else did I use? Because I often would swap out depending on who I needed if I ran into a fight. Let's see, Vulture, Miles Morales, I think Venom, and Electro. I think that's who I used.
Hey, you're with Keith Winnett.
Yeah, that's a standard.
He said Miles Morales, Venom, Electro, and someone else he can't remember. And he said Vulture is the other one he thinks.
Yeah. Vulture gives you more attack. Now, my Starkey was rank 5, so he didn't need attack to get the extended enrage timer, but that extra attack was useful. Miles Morales gives you a synergy where you can get infinite parries, even in Labyrinth of Legends. If you watched, I think yeah, on my channel, you can do a search, and I put up my initial run. I didn't do all of my runs in a video, but my first clear, that easy path, I recorded all of that, and it's on my channel. And you might be able to see my champions that I used there. But I believe that's the team I used. And I know some people were asking, how can you keep parrying him like that? It's because of the Miles Morales synergy. Now, I did use a generic gem, and I know a lot of people didn't think this was a good idea, but I used a generic. I had 2 generic awakening gems, 5 stars. When I ranked 5 in my Corvus, I used a generic on him and dumped all of my Cosmic Sig Stones into him. It was an investment, and that investment was into prestige, because I was going to be leaving my alliance, and I wanted to get in a higher alliance, and I know that prestige makes a huge difference, so I was making myself more marketable by doing that. And I don't regret it, because it actually came into play when I was... Oh, there he is. When I was going up against Symbiote Supreme, you guys can see it on my channel for the first time. He wrecked my entire team, but I got him down to like a little bit of health. And I went in with, I think I had full health on my Corvus. And I was like, okay, he just has a little bit of health left. And I walked in there and instantly went down to 1% of my health. Because I had, I think, 4 missions, so I had those buffs, and Symbiote Supreme does crazy damage as he nullified all of those buffs. Had my Corvus not been awakened, I would have died without doing anything. As soon as the fight started, Corvus would have just keeled over, and that's what happened to quite a few people, and they didn't understand why until I came out with a video explaining what happened. Only reason he survived is because he was awakened. So I don't really regret it, and I am still trying to work on his prestige and get it up there. But as a general rule, you don't want to use a generic on someone who their SIG ability is not going to really do much for them. The other person that I used the generic on was Blade. Not only does he have crazy high prestige, but that crazy regen is, to me, part of what makes him so awesome. He does damage anyway, regardless of whether he's awakened or not, but I wanted him for that regen.
Ryan White said, "Hey Shadow, I'm popping in to see the stream on my day off."
Hey Ryan, what's going on? Glad that you came. And yeah, Keith Winnett says Miles will get the extended stuns. Technically the parries aren't infinite, but the second enrage timer will run out before you run out of parries. Yeah, exactly. It seems like it's infinite because I'm not going to last that long. I don't think I ever lasted that long. Do I keep doing that? Okay.
El Nino the best says, "Who was that synergy with?"
El Nino. That synergy with the parries is Miles Morales.
Oh, Keith, did your symbiote leave you?
I was heartbroken over that symbiote. We all loved him. Alright, I see what Tartan Fury, but as soon as I get done with this, I'm not running my suicide, so the arena is slow. Okay. Tartan Fury says, "I just started my uncollected quest. As an average player, I was encouraged to have 4 champs standing. Phew. That's awesome, man. That is awesome." Clay Slatton, what's up?
Hey, Clay.
My sister's here. She missed you. She came on the stream just to see you. She talks about you and Keith all the time. Clay's my hero. He's helping me do these quests and stuff. Oh yeah.
Well, Clay's upset at YouTube because they did something to Prof Hoff.
Yes, I've heard about it. I only heard about it this morning. Brian Grant is kind of... I just always smile at Brian Grant. I understand his position, but it does make me smile. He has a no drama policy. And if it even looks like it has any drama, he's like, no. And I can respect that. I don't like drama either. And if it's too much drama, I will cut it off. But just the news of it, you know, I'm like, you know, from what I have heard, it seems like, and this is just my take on it, it seems like he is being unfairly singled out. And I say that because I don't think there was anything in his video that would have warranted the action that they took against him. What I suspect, and this is just, you know, with no evidence, no anything, just me speculating, putting on my tinfoil hat. But what I suspect happened is a lot of people were upset with him over some of the content where he was calling out certain things, getting people very angry and riled up, and it turned out that he was mistaken, and so they turned all that anger that they had at Kabam because of him back on him. And I think that they probably sent in a ton of complaints to YouTube And not just any complaint, but triggering type complaints. Complaints designed to evoke a knee-jerk reaction from YouTube until they can actually look at it. And so YouTube did a knee-jerk thing because they probably didn't have time to actually do any kind of investigation, but they want to shut it down if they got enough complaints, because they're in a very delicate position. So I can see that happening. So that could be what happened. I don't know. I'm in a group with Prof. Hoff, and I sent him a message, and I told him that I think that what they've done to him was unfair, because it doesn't matter whether you like his content, whether it's your cup of tea, or whether you like him or not. Doesn't matter. You know, I will fight for his right to make the content he wants to make, that he enjoys making, however he wants to make it, as long as it doesn't violate any YouTube policies or any laws. Make whatever you want. If people don't like it, if they don't like him, they don't have to look at it. They don't have to subscribe or watch it. So that's my take on it. Hey, Tartan Fury says, keep up the awesome work. Thanks. Hey, no problem, man.
Clay Slatton says he can't stream for 90 days.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow.
And usually, the only time that happens is if you have some sort of copyright claim, you know, but from what I'm hearing, he had none of that. So I think it's some people that are really salty about what he was saying before, and I don't remember exactly. Had something to do with Kabam being unfair, or some deals or something like that, and some people were upset, and they probably riled up YouTube. But I don't know. Just from what I've heard, no. YouTube did not act fairly, but I don't know. Ryan,
Well, that's YouTube for you.
Yeah, Ryan White says exactly whatever happened to freedom of speech. It's crazy, man. Well, I'm going to tell you something about freedom of speech, Ryan, that a lot of people do not realize, and they say it all the time. And there's a couple of topics. People are very misinformed. They do not understand what freedom of speech actually means and what it is designed to protect. You see a lot of people cry freedom of speech, right? But you very rarely see them go into court and win over it. That's because their idea of freedom of speech is not what freedom of speech actually is. You know, you don't have the right to say anything you want, anywhere you want. If you're on a private server, if you're in someone's private home, you know, they have the right to ask you to leave, you know. So freedom of speech is more of a political construct, and it's designed so that we can, for example, berate the president over some actions we didn't like or whatever, and not have to worry about getting put in jail. There are countries that do not have that freedom of speech. They cannot critique their president, or else they will end up in jail, possibly for the rest of their lives, which might be very, very short. So that's what freedom of speech is. It's not what a lot of people think it is. You know, you come on YouTube and think you can just say anything, and if they tell you you can't, you start screaming censorship and freedom of speech, but that's not it. A lot of times people have policies. Now, if you were to speak about the president on YouTube and then they started trying to censor you, that's another story. Yep, Clay is asking you some stuff. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. Jeremiah says, "How's your sister's grind in the game going?" I have no idea. My sister never talks to me.
Nope. Got nothing to say to you.
I was waiting for her to say something. It was about the $150 deals. Yeah, like I said, I'm in a line group with him, and we were talking about just that. So I'm familiar with what was going on. I first heard it when I was watching a Brian Grant stream from this morning, but then I heard more of it in the line group that I share with him. Clay Slatton says, I have all 4 of my friendship bonuses. I don't yet, but I'm going to work on it after this.
You could always ask your sister.
I figured my sister was too uppity to go anywhere with her brother.
You know what? You know what?
See? How come you ain't asked? How come you ain't say, hey, you want to do dungeons? No, all I heard was, don't worry, Clay taking care of me.
You know,
you
I was thinking you were going to ask me, you know, being my big brother and all, but I ain't hear nothing but crickets, just crickets. I hear, oh, I gotta get somebody who's new for just the 6-hour one, so I'll have to do like 12. I'm like, oh, well, now's the perfect time for you to get your sister, whose name popped right up on the screen there when you were doing with iTunes. Nothing, crickets.
See? But all I heard was, don't worry, Clay taking care of me. I said, okay. I know she was fixing her friends list so that she had plenty of room for all of her friends and fans.
Oh, whatever.
I figured she was well.
I know you crazy now.
I thought she was well taken care of.
I know you crazy now.
Had me sharpening my knife, getting that bat with a rusty nail in it, getting ready.
I know you crazy now. I only have 2 friends. I'm lonely. I'm just 2 friends.
Keith Winnett says he needs to run some low-level dungeons with friends for bonuses. Yeah, I did 2.
Well, right now, Clay, my iPad is charging back up. I let it die. I shouldn't have, but I did. I was bad. I thought I was charging it up, and yeah. It's kind of embarrassing that I thought I was charging it up, but it wasn't plugged in. And I don't want to hear it from you, Gramps, because I know you've done the same thing.
Nope.
You never sent me a request, Keith, Winnett.
That's good. El Nino wants to know, does Clay help his sister? And I'm assuming you're talking about me. And yes, my sister is in his alliance. And he has been taking good care of her, according to her. Taking her through all kinds of content. So her old brother got kicked to the side.
My old brother hadn't asked to help me, but I still come to him when I need to assign my mastery points.
Yeah,
I kick on his door and I go, I have a mastery point. Where do I put it? Bam! Open the door.
She sure does. And she know how excited I was when she finally told me that she was playing. I was like, all right. And I quickly made sure she was on my friends list. That was at a time I didn't even have my invites enabled. but I wanted to make sure I got my sister on my list. Now, if I had a gifting badge, I might be able to help her a little bit more, but no can do.
B-Boy Raviel says, need your opinion on this R5. My 4-star Awakened Blade, or R3, my 5-star Gwenpool, not Awakened.
Blade. B-Boy, I would definitely rank 5 that 4-star Awakened Blade. I think he will be far more useful to you. Although I do still want a 5-star Gwenpool. Do not have her as a 5-star. But I took her to rank 5 as a 4-star though. And I did take her into Labyrinth of Legends as a 4-star up against Electro. Okay, you need to stop hitting me like that.
I bet I could do a Gwenpool costume for Dragon.
All that jumping around Thor Ragnarok.
El Nino says, how many 4-stars have you maxed?
I don't remember offhand, but if you search on my channel, I did a roster reveal not long ago, and I broke down all of that. I broke down how many 5 stars, 6 stars, 4 stars, and then I broke down how many of them I had, you know, at the different ranks. Of course, it's changed now, especially since I did Labyrinth of Legends. Got a few more 5 stars. I think I ended up opening up 7 5 stars, and 5 of them were new 5 stars. So that was a crazy amount of 5 stars added to my roster. But yeah, search my channel, and you'll get a breakdown. I haven't ranked up too many 4 stars since then. I've been focusing on the 5 stars, getting all of my 5 stars to rank 2, which I just recently did. So now I'm going to be eyeing that Omega Red, getting him up there as a 550. Then Emma Frost. Then Symbiote Supreme. Although depending on how good Aegon is, he may jump the priority queue.
Clay Slatton says, I duped a 4-star Groot last night and used the ISO on getting my 4-star Star-Lord to R4.
Okay. People have actually done Labyrinth of Legends with, I think the initial path, I don't know about 100%, with a 4-star Star-Lord. I believe he was a 550, but they've actually done at least one path with him. So he's still useful. I never took my 4-star past rank 4 because as soon as I got him to 440 and was saving up to take him to 550, I got a 5-star Star-Lord. B-Boy says, yeah, she is awesome. My first and only 5-star. Oh, wow. Okay. Always do this. Always get hit by that L1.
Maybe you like it?
Apparently.
What do you like about it? Everything?
The way the web curls around. The impact.
You just need to stop.
Clay says, hey Shadow, you need anything? Just your love. What's love? Baby, don't hurt me. I think I have my friend's friend invites or requests turned on now. I had them turned off for a long time.
B-Boy says, what you got? B-Boy says, got 9,910 5-star shards. Sell a champion or wait 1 week?
Never, ever sell a champion. Ever, B-Boy. Don't do it. Have I mentioned you shouldn't sell a champion? I recommend you don't sell a champion. In case you know, missed the other times I said it. Don't sell your champion. Jeremiah.
I know, but the greed is real, though.
Yeah, don't do it. Jeremiah says, is your 5-star Star-Lord awakened? Finally he is. I was already in the middle of Labyrinth of Legends, already going through it, had already ranked 5 my Starkey and was tearing that up. And I think after I did the first path, I'm trying to remember. I think it was that. Or, well, I got an Awakening Gem, Crystal, and I got a Tech. And so I used it on my Star-Lord. At the time, he was the only one, and I was like, I have never seen another 5-star Star-Lord. I got him that one time, and that was it. And it's been years. So I said, let me just go ahead and open it, awaken him. Because at first, I was actually... Oh, boy, here she go. Oh, come on. I had to stop because she was acting crazy. Oh, that's why she's got quite a bit more PI than I do. But she was acting crazy, and I knew she was going to throw that special one. So he got me in the corner. But we're not having that today. But yeah, I don't know if Star-Lord will make a comeback. He's still king of Labyrinth of Legends, but since I was already completing it, I don't know how much of a use I was going to have for Star-Lord, which is why he's still ranked 3.
Scott Fiend said just one shot Red Hulk and got OML down to 30% with your team recommendation.
That. Y'all see that? Y'all see how I evaded that special 2? Just had to do it. Okay, go ahead. Say it again.
Just one shot Red Hulk and got OML down to 30% with your team recommendation.
Oh,
think
nice.
I should keep going and start using teams, or start using items, or call it and try again?
Let me think. If you one-shot Red Hulk and got Old Man Logan down pretty well, you should be okay. If you saw my video, you know you're gonna use some items, and being able to one-shot Red Hulk is actually pretty good. There's not much you can do about that Labyrinth evade. It's very annoying. Hate it. But if you have done your research and have enough items, and how many units do you have? Because you have to evaluate, your skill level, and if you were able to one-shot Hulk, you're up there in your skill level. So if your stash is extensive, you should be good. 200 units. Ooh. Well, I did it without using any units. And I mean, you can see it on the stream. I did what, 15 revives. So just, I guess you have to make that call, because if you're confident in your skills, 200 units is enough. I had to be very careful because I was not confident in my skills, and I had no money to spend on the game, so I couldn't buy more units if I got stuck. So I had saved up a lot of battle chips. A lot of battle chips, over 8 million of them. So I had more than enough, and that's what I actually did. I went through every path in like a week. And I had opened up 800 uncollected arena battle chips. And got something like 15,000 units. But, you know, it depends on how many items you have. But you should be able to get it down anywhere between 15, 20 revives. Just depends. Some of it's luck. You know, that evade can pop up and just cause you to use units. Use items. So it just depends. Aeon Kong, yo ho ho! Ah, you're watching Seaton stream. I didn't know he was streaming. I would be watching it too if I wasn't streaming. So I'm very happy for everybody that's here watching me. Clay Slatton says, I almost one-shotted the Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends. Awesome. Keep at it, man. That is a big achievement when you first are able to one-shot that Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. Stiletto?
Yeah.
Just checking.
You just keep flapping your gob, so I had nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, oh, Ankong is here, and then you said, oh, Ankong. So I'm like, oh, well.
Oh, is Ankong here? Oh, okay, thanks.
Funny.
At least I didn't say, hey, why didn't you tell me Ankong was here?
Yeah, ain't funny.
I could have done that. Yep. Okay, he's streaming 3.1. Almost took him 3.5 hours for 3.1. Yeah, I've heard, and that's 100%, right? I've heard that the content, from what I'm seeing, it's on the par with Labyrinth of Legends. It doesn't take as long as Labyrinth of Legends, maybe, but it's on par. So I'm gonna go through it. I'm not in any rush. I'll probably try to go through and do one completion. See how few of a units I can use on it. One of the guys in my alliance used 1,800 units, he said. And I think that's a single clear. But I'm not sure. It might actually be 100%. Don't know. Well, what do you mean, Clay? Need, you mean, need dungeons?
Yeah, he's looking for someone to do dungeons with him.
Because I know once I get done with Arena, I can run some dungeons. If, you know, my sister wants to run dungeons, she don't usually want to run nothing with me, you know.
Oh.
She gets taken care of by other guys, you know. But if she wanted to, you know, we could run, you know, a few dungeons, you know. If she wanted to.
All I'm gonna do is sit there. I ain't got nobody really good.
All I'm gonna do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. You better work.
I'm
Work it,
just a
girl.
baby.
Do your
I'm just
thing.
a baby sister.
And look to the camera. Oh, Clay. I don't need anything right now. I don't usually, in fact, I never really ever ask for anything like that. You know, any gifts are always welcome. Any energy refills are always useful because they're going to save me units when I finally go through that variant difficulty. Energy refills would be great. I bought that deal, that booster deal, so that I'll have the big boy boosts when I go through it. So that should help me save some units as well. Should have enough for the, I don't know, for the initial clear. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, send me, like I said, I will not refuse any gifts. I am not like Brian Grant, so it's not a you know, philosophy or a policy of mine. The only reason
I don't refuse any either. You know.
Yeah, and my sister either. I don't spend money on the game because I don't have money to spend on the game. That is why I don't spend it, not because, you know, it would ruin the game for me. Having a ton of money given to me,
the time is
and then
3 o'clock
using that
PM.
to get, you know, like say someone gave me thousands and thousands of dollars just to sponsor me so that I could buy crystals in the game. I would hate that. Honestly, if somebody gave me thousands of dollars right now, I would use it to upgrade my computer. First of all, I would not use it to go spending a ton of things in the game. Because that would probably ruin it for me. Would not be a whole lot of fun. But, you know, gifts here and there, oh yeah, help me out. Anything, all that helps me out. But I grind the arena like you see here. Because I don't spend money, I gotta get it somehow. So I will grind. Do a little quake and bake. Quake it up. Yeah, can't touch this. Woo. Look at that. Look at him. He can't touch Quake.
Which one is that? That's oh yeah. He can't touch Quake.
Quake, the untouchable. But yeah, Clay, I have the friend invites on, so shoot it to me. And Snarf, if you are in the stream or you watch this stream later, if you sent me a friend request, because I think you mentioned you were going to do that, I had them turned off, so I wouldn't have gotten your request. So you'll have to re-request it, or give me your in-game name, and I'll send you a friend request. Come on, Void. Quit acting like that. Ooh. Tried to sneak a brother, huh? Okay. Not today, though. Clay Slatton says I spent $30 after not spending for 2 years. I hear that. I have made two purchases in the game. One was a $9.99 offer. It was like some random offer. I forget what it was even for now. I can look it up. And another was a $29.99 offer.
Ooh, big spender.
It wasn't my money.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best friends gave me that money. Said it was
A big spender.
said it was a early Christmas present. Same friend is the one who bought me a birthday present, and it was the headphones that I was using up until the mic stopped working on it. Clay Slatton, my in-game name is on the screen. It's Lord Shadow.
My brother and I are simple folk. We tend to keep to our names.
Yep. Now, if I were to switch games, and if I were to make content for a different game, I'll probably stay with Lord Shadow if I can get Lord Shadow in that game. If I can't, then I will make a new YouTube affiliate that you can do on here, a brand name, and I would use that to make the content, and that name would reflect whatever game name in the game that I was playing. I just like keeping things consistent like that. Red Hulk.
Well,
He is probably the best of the Hulks in this game. I have him as a 5-star, and if I had the resources, I would probably take him up, but I really want him as a 6-star. I really, really do. I may have to change my graphic and add some 6-stars that I want, but I'm not getting 6-stars very frequently, so right now all I want from 6-stars is new 6-stars. That's what I want. As long as it's not a duplicate like I got already with Angela. Still salty about that, by the way.
all the flavors out there, and you choose to be salty?
Yes, sir. Kabam chose my salt. Clay Slatton, because he gave up play-by-play. Yeah. That's what I was telling you, Clay. I mean, we know you as Clay Slatton here. And, you know, my sister's old, so she might forget and confuse if you change your name and stuff like that. But, I mean, you could do that if you want.
No, I recognized him by both names, even though he changed them.
So, see, you could do it.
I have a good mind.
You got something. I think I heard it creaking the other day.
No. In fact, weren't you just telling me the other day that I have to be the one to keep you in line and remember stuff for you?
I don't remember. See what I did there? Okay, sorry. Woohoo. I liked it.
Look here, Candlejack.
I thought it was funny. Bump you.
Candlejack.
We getting down to my 5-stars. I mean, finish up my 5-stars. And then, I don't know. I might, in the stream because I really got to get some work done. I've been blowing off some of this work
You've
that I
been
need to get
saying
done,
that forever. I gotta get some work done.
and
I
I
really
do,
gotta get some work done.
and it's still true. I added a few things to it, but I want to get a new version up either today or tomorrow. And
Ankong wants to know, do you know anything about the 4 free crystals and daily crystals Kabam are talking about?
I know they added something, but I don't know the details, honestly. I know they added some new titles and some new crystals for completing like some of the acts, but other than that, I don't know. Haven't read anything. Place Latin says he's loving the new crystals. He has space for 3. He has 3 spaces for friends. I got plenty of space for right now because for the longest time I didn't want to add anybody. I don't use the in-game chat, and I didn't want people sending me tons of messages because it has that indicator up, which will make me think, is it male? So it drives me nuts because I have to keep checking it, and I'd be more likely to remove somebody that did that, to be honest. That's how annoying it would be to me. I'd much rather talk to them on my Discord server, which is why I created it, or if we're already in a line group, you know, online. Ah, Clay Slatin says, I was told by Derek that I can handle Dungeon 6. Okay.
Ankong is asking about, did you see what happened to Professor House?
Yeah, I did, Ankong. We were talking about it a little bit earlier in the stream. But yeah, I did.
See if you got in here on time, Ankong.
Ooh.
You'd have heard all about it.
Ooh.
And him droning on and on and on.
My sister done called you out.
Actually, maybe you did get here at the right time after he'd finished.
So let me tell you a story about my sister when she was young. You know, just something to fill the time.
Uh-huh. Clay Slatton says he survived Dungeon 4 last night for a long time till he faced a 5-star blade.
Ooh. 5-star blade can be fun.
Ankong says, how young?
Oh, I got plenty stories. I've known her all her life, in fact.
I've known him most of mine.
Yeah. Haha. Look at what happened to Venom. I put that sting on him. Look at him. Woohoo! I love doing that. He tried to jump on me. The Conqueror Crystal.
He says he loves the Conqueror Crystal.
Yeah, what's the Conqueror Crystal? I guess I need to start paying attention to the crystal screen. I haven't been there for a while. I have enough for one 5-star. Just kind of waiting. I'll open it up eventually. Sometimes I try to wait till I have 2 of them. But really, it just depends. I might just feel like it. Don't have any other video lined up that I want to come out with. So I'll do a crystal opening. You know, an advancement event is going on. I'm just like, you know what? Let's open them up.
Clay Sutton says you get it for completing Act 4.
Okay. But what happens to those who already completed Act 4? I think they said they were going to be doing something for them as well. Which would be me.
I guess you gotta go and complete it again.
Yeah, not happening.
It replaced the normal free crystal and daily.
Ooh, Aeon Kong throwing some shade at Mr. Leto. Woo! I like that, Aeon Kong. That was good. Aeon Kong says a long time ago. Clay Slatton says check your mail. I guess if it came recently, I wouldn't have got it.
I'm just gonna ignore Ankong now.
I think you
He's
made
on
her
my
list.
list.
I knew it. You'd have made her list.
He's on my list.
Well, congratulations, Aeon Kong, for making my sister's list. You probably got moved up to the top.
You're on there with Sniper Boss. I hope you're happy.
Ooh.
The two of you can keep each other company.
Ah, okay. The mail explains it. I may have already gotten it and not paid attention and deleted it. I sometimes do that to their in-game mail. I'll read it somewhere else, like on the forums. Just ignore the in-game mail. Ooh. Just tagged her all in the face. How you gonna do that? Okay, so you ain't gonna get no more.
Wearing a mask.
Ooh, got it again. Okay. You ain't getting no more unstoppables. Enjoy your unstoppables. Okay, come on. Do it again. Boom. No unstoppables for you. Boom. Catch this one. Uh-huh. Bring it. No. No unstoppable. No unstoppable. Oh, yeah. You thought you were going unstoppable, didn't you? Yeah, he got me upset because he kept hitting her in the face.
Clay Slatton says it's not an exploration or completion crystal, and it has a huge chance of giving 4 stars now on the daily.
Oh, nice. Ooh. No storm with your sexy self. Sorry. Throw them legs up like that all you want. You ain't getting none.
We put her in a box, she'll be done. That's right, we all know about your claustrophobia.
Oh, you need the title. I don't think I grabbed the title. I don't think I got it yet. So I gotta collect the title, I suppose.
Clay Slatton says I'm pushing for uncollected.
Oh, okay. And Kong says when the perfect block team was something, completed Act 4. Okay. I forget. I know I completed it, but I never actually 100%ed it until I noticed on Brian Grant's stream one day that he had more mastery points than I did. And I went to my alliance and I was like, how in the world does he have more mastery points? Was it some kind of a special event that gave you extra mastery points so that I can never get them? And they were like, no, he probably 100%ed Act 4. I said, what? You get more mastery points for that? I went to look, and from that point on, nothing else mattered until I finished all 100% Act 4. And in the middle of it, they actually did that reduction of cost, because I think it was during the Summoner Appreciation or something like that, anniversary. They reduced the costs. So I actually got a chance to save some units, because I went straight through it. I used up my units for that. Young Kong, okay, I see. Need more T2 Alpha from the daily crystals. Alright. That's enough of all of that. Smacking me in the head.
Finally, you fight with somebody round about your age, old man.
It's alright. Don't be sleeping on them, old men.
We saw what he did to Wolverine.
I'm telling you. Old man will mess you up.
Yes. Yes, they will.
They done survived. They're wiry.
They know Kane Fu.
And they're wily.
Clay Slatton, I haven't done 100% on any of the acts.
Oh, you definitely want to do 100% Act 4 so you can get those extra mastery points. After you get uncollected, of course.
Clay Slatton, right now he's live streaming, so he probably won't be doing anything else until he's finished live streaming, and then he'll probably check in and accept friend requests and stuff.
Well, I can... Hold on. Let me see how many I have left, because I'm a little OCD, Clay. I have one 5-star left, so let me use that 5-star, and then I'll go to the other screen. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it right after this round here, because that's pretty much all the arena grinding that I'm gonna do. Just want to get my 5-stars on cooldown, and I'll probably rotate my 550s to get my. I have plenty of time left because I want to get all the milestones in the 4-star featured and the 4-star basic. But I really, really need to take a break real quick and
Do some work.
get some work done.
Yeah, right.
And then my sister needs to go to sleep. I need to put her to bed.
Oh, whatever. I ain't sleepy.
What was that? Yeah, you sleeping? Alright, one last fight. But yeah, we're well ahead of schedule. Usually, it takes me until the final day, final hours. It's like 6 hours left and stuff like that. And then I'm late when the next arena starts. Because I believe the next arena is Aegon. Suicides will be going on. And I will be going for him. So...
Clay Slatton says he's doing arena and he hasn't done arena much.
yeah, I gotta live in arena. That's how I get my resources. You see how many battle chips I have, and that's after it's been a couple of months, because I get about 1 million a month. Saving your arena boost for Aegon, that's a good idea. Only reason, the only way that I'll use arena boosts for Aegon is if is if item use is on. Then I'll use some of my arena boosts. Otherwise, I don't need arena boosts for the 4-star featured. I just need suicides, and I will be able to put up like 18. I can put up like 18.5 million without boosts. So boost will just help me jump over to another arena or something like that. I would say, you guys want to watch watch the Aegon little vid?
I haven't seen it.
All right, we'll take a look in a minute now. Let's see, read. I'll come back to it in a minute. And then I got the beginner difficulty done for Marvel Insider. All right, let's look at the requests. There's Clay by Clay. And there's Aeon Kong. You were on my list already. Why were you not on? What? Okay, that's weird. Aeon Kong, I thought you were on my list from long time ago. Why in the world? Yeah, you weren't on there unless you removed yourself somehow. Otherwise, I don't know. All right, guys, let's I'm gonna turn it up. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's the first time I'm trying to do this, so let's see, red, introducing Aegon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I haven't. I don't know why you weren't on my list, Aeon Kong. You should have been on there from a long time ago. I don't know, but all right, let me actually before we do that, let me turn up the sound in game. I don't know. Wait, where does it play it from?
From your speakers.
I guess that doesn't really matter. Uh, let's see what you sent me. Energy refill. Thank you, my brother. And that will go to use. I
I
will
didn't
be.
get anything.
I'll be using that for the variant quest, no doubt. I'll be using that to help me get through it. So thank you. All right, let's see. Let's go to the. You guys will just have to let me know, I guess. Okay, so it's gonna play it through there. I'll pump it up a little bit. So, uh-oh. All right, so that didn't work. But wait, it said it's connected to AirPlay, so you should be able to. Hold on, let me see. It should be playing it, but yet it's not. It's actually telling me that it's connected to AirPlay, but yet I'm not seeing anything playing. Weird. Okay, so I guess that's not gonna work, guys. Um, I think I'd have to set it up so that I added another input, like say the browser, but it's not set up apparently. Let's see. Da, da, da. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do. Let's see, AirPlay, because you guys see nothing right now, because it just decided to say no. Why did it switch? Okay, that was weird. It switched. This is why I want to get that other one for sure. Um, let me see. No, yeah, it's not gonna work. It does not like it because I can't even see it locally. Apparently, AirPlay server does not like that. Just another reason that I want to get. Yeah, see, it will not play the what do you call it? The YouTube app. Apparently, it just doesn't like it. So we go back. So I guess we're not going to see that. Let's see. And now we have to change this out because it switched. And there we go. See, and I'll bet you the other software, the air server software, doesn't have this problem. I'll bet you. All right. Ooh, Alliance Quest is done. Good, good. So they'll be starting that up. All right. It's almost 2 hours here. 3:27. I'm trying to debate whether to do dungeons, get another thing of dungeons in or not. What I'll do for you guys that are watching here, if any of you want to run dungeons with me, and Clay, of course, has already asked, so you can run dungeons, and my sister, if she wants to, we can run dungeons. Uh, I don't know if she wants to do it on screen or not, but what we'll do.
Shy.
Okay, so we won't be doing it on screen. But what I'll
Don't.
do is I'll start up another stream later on, and the title will be, just dungeon running. Like dungeon running with the subs or something like that. And whoever wants to, we can run some dungeons, and we'll do it like that. All right, but that's gonna do it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed doing the stream with you and doing a little arena grinding. But take care, and thank you, Clay, for sending that energy revive. It will be used and is much appreciated. And you guys have a blessed day.
Bye bye, guys.